Anyone? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Sorry, that whole cat sound, y'all. That was just me being silly. This is what I do. All right, so I want to adjust this monitor so that we can get started. I want to lift the camera because I really hate it being so low. Y'all know, girl. Um, let me think. What can I do to lift it a little bit more? All right, so we are currently live streaming on YouTube. There we are. But then I feel like, there we are. All right, so I have a whole bunch of boxes in the back because, it's been establishing my office and all of that things and doing the kids' laundry. All right, so I'm really excited to show this to you. I want to show this to you. Like, oh, hold on. Where am I live? Because sorry, that whole chat down. Okay, so got it muted because no, baby, that's not what we do. Okay, so we're gonna take a look through the back office of the come take a walk with me through the back office of the Brand Story Magic program. Because it's not a course, it's a program. A course is just something you can consume probably in one session or a couple sessions. But what we got going on in here, baby, this is life changing. Okay, this is life changing. So let's go ahead and send that over there. Everything that I have some 90s songs stuck in my head. And so I'm thinking my medicines is not strong enough. All right. So, like I said, I'm really excited to share with you what we have going on inside of Brand Story Magic, which is the first part of our Amplify Your Voice program. Okay, so this is the first part of our Amplify Your Voice program. Mm-mm-mm. All right, and what I'm going to do real quick is come walk with me. Walk with me, and we'll be in a world of your imagination. Okay. All right, so I have that posted there and I sent it to you all, and that's just delightful. Um, and then the final thing to do is to just shoot out a reminder email, Aki, and then we're ready to rock. So let me just put here that we're live now. Y'all, 7 o'clock snuck up on me so fast, so fast, so fast. So I want to make sure that I give everyone an opportunity who was interested in finding out. Sneak peek live. Okay. Brand Story Magic Sneak Peek Live. Y'all see what it's like? Hey, Butterfly. Let's see. We're live. Come with me and you'll see that the world of your imagination. Now I have, what do you call that thing? Willy Wonka in my head. I'm so excited to see y'all. Okay. Now I have to work around the Advil bottle because it's holding up my camera. All right, so we are live. See you soon. Instead of talk soon, let's put see you soon. See you soon. Okay, and send. All right, y'all. I have all my buttons hidden by this camera mic. Okay. Okay, solopreneur life is done, 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 done. All right, so now let's actually walk through this thing. I'm so excited to see you guys here. And what I want to make sure that you do is, by the way, drop a hello for me in the comments because, or in the chat, I gotta get used to that here on on the YouTube world. But please go ahead and drop a comment, letting me know where you're tuning in from, what you who you are, what you got going on, etc. So I am, yeah, I think I'm sharing this screen. I think I'm sharing this screen. Um, Let me double check, but I do think I'm sharing the screen. So this is what the back office of YouTube looks like. This is what the back office looks like. This is what people see when they log in, obviously. Hold on, I'm live now. Yes, okay, awesome. All right, so this is what they see when they log in. What you have here is brand story magic, right? This is our first quarter of the Amplify Your Voice Mastermind. As I shared with you on during the challenge, is that there are 3 levels of which you can work with me, starting at the end of this month. So there are 3 levels that you can work it with me, and we will get started after Memorial Day. Okay, so um, you'll be working with me Tuesday evenings. And on those Tuesday evenings, we will be going through all the work together. So I want to tell you right off the bat, what makes this program different from other programs is that you get the work done while we're in it. There's very little homework. There's very little self-study work to do, excuse me, to do because you have been through these programs before, you've been through coaching programs before, you've been through courses and stuff before. And what you probably encountered, like I did, is that the ability for feedback was not as robust as it could have been. The support was not as robust as it could have been. But also, when you left the vacuum space of time that you put aside for a live program, life takes over and fills in. And so it's really hard to do the work outside of together, right? Now, that said, you are expected to own pockets of time to get this work done. But for Brand Story Magic, we really walk together, we hold hands for a lot of this part because it's a navigation of getting to re-know you, to be reintroduced to who you are. So Brand Story Magic is that girl. Like really, it is. That's why this program starts with it. It's the Pinnacle program. We really walk you through messaging, avatar, problem, solving, like solution, painkiller, story. Like we walk through all of that, and I also show you how to get it done. So this is the um the back office that you would be getting into. This is your portal. Well, this is one of the memberships that will be in your portal. We are going to build the memberships together. Okay. So what you'll see here is that this is called the ground floor. I introduce you to the importance of story time. I also give you our session Zoom link so that you'll always know where we are. So you get your link right up front. What our days will be. We were a little lax this time because there's a couple of people and they just couldn't meet on certain days. So that's actually a little bit more lax. And so this is going to be adjusted for the new people. I am an entrepreneur. I'm full in. So I actually have daytime hours and I prefer not to give up all my weekends because I mean, yeah, I prefer not to give up all my weekends. And I definitely prefer not to give up all my evenings because my kids are out of school at that point. So I do have the evening schedule of our classes, and then I have an evening office hour, but I also have a daytime office hour. So daytime on a Tuesday, like right before class, um, at 1 o'clock. That's like such a good time. It's like lunchtime or what have you. And then on Thursday at 7 p.m., we have another hour. And it is just an hour. We don't go past an hour. Um, it's a boundary respect of yours and mine. So there are additional times, right? So our coaching sessions will be Tuesday because I am still currently running the other cohort. So they meet on Wednesdays, but our sessions will be on Tuesdays. This is why I don't want to give up much more of my evening because I'm already busy. But we will have a 2 hour block. Okay. So 7 to 9 is our 2 hour block. I would love to do 8 to 10. That's actually perfect for me. However, I do understand that some of you are solopreneur, parallelpreneurs, like you also have jobs. And so 10 o'clock is like getting on the other side of too late, right? So we meet 7 to 9 every week. And then we get this work done. So Q&A calls, I'm actually not sure if I'm going to keep these because like I said, I do want my weekends for my kids. I have to see. If I do, then I think that will change to like a Saturday at 11 a.m. instead of a Sunday, because a Sunday is a real chill, lax day, and I don't really like giving that up. So I will obviously poll you guys to see what is best for the collective and not just for myself. You know, I do understand there are some sacrifices that have to be made while we are meeting together. All right, so you do have a private Facebook community at this time. This is the only place I know of to have a community. And so that is the Facebook page for the Amplify members. Brand Story members would be a part of that too until your time runs out. So meaning that once we are for the group, you don't get to stay in the group. Once we are done with the Brain Story Magic part, you will be out of this paid group, okay? But you will still have access to the platform. You will still have access to that. You get to keep access for that for 6 months. So you're good there. Amplify, you guys get access for the whole year because you're with me for about 7 to 8 months. So you get access for the entire year. So I do go over materials, like y'all don't ever come just to listen because like I said, we work together, we get it done. Um, this is not a space and time for you just to listen to me. This is not one of those things of like, oh, I'll just catch the replay. You can absolutely, like, it is designed where you can do this work on your own. However, the richness of the work is done together. Let's put it that way. So I really suggest when you do show up that you show up ready to write. If you don't have the ability to write, then I do give you a transcription service. I give you a referral link to a transcription service. And so like you can speak your answers out while we are all on mute and silent and answering the questions. Okay, so there are just different ways to do this work, but you can get it done. And then, like I said, I take you through the ground floor, which is why are we doing this? What is storytelling about? Why are we saying storytelling? How does storytelling help you be purposed, positioned, and paid? And I heard a pastor say this one day, and it just clicked for me because, you know, I don't know if y'all have done those questions of like, where's my purpose? What's my purpose? Why are we here? But he said, your purpose is in your story. Like you're looking for it out here, but it's in here. And that was such a click. Like my mind, when they say mind shift, what they mean is it shifts into place, not it just moves. It just, the alignment starts to happen. And so it aligned. And I was like, you know what? Yes, 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 yes. That's what it is. And it just clicked for me. And so often, like when I hear people's story, I could tell them because that's part of my gift is discernment and listening and also clairaudience. Is so I'll hear something or I'll feel something And I'm going, that's it. That's your story. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That thing right there. In fact, I just did it today with one of my friends that I had a call with. I was like, that's it, that's it, that's it. And she was like, that's like confirmation. It's like, yeah, we fight against the thing that we are born to do because somebody else has told us that there's no money in it, or for some reason we think that we can't, but we can, we absolutely can. Um, I'm trying to see what they want me to do here. They're saying move it from the shared application, but I don't know, child. Let me check this one more time because I want to make sure you guys can see me. Okay, it's showing. All right. So again, just to go through it very quickly, this is it. So this is ground floor. Oh, gosh. This is ground floor. So this is just getting it all done, getting it all figured out, and then going on and forward. So we establish it because I want you to know, I know in certain terms that what we do is important. And so then we go into level one. Level one has several different strategies. All this is IP, like all this is intellectual property of mine. You're not going to see a lot of this in anybody else's coaching program. You're going to hear some words that are common in business, and some things such as like pain points, for instance. You're going to see those kinds of things. But the way we go about it is based off of my experience as a storyteller, a screenwriter, a novel writer, a two-time TEDx speaker, a 15-year teacher. I know storytelling. I've been telling stories since I was a little kid. And I've been writing them since I was 9. So, and actually earlier than that is just when I wrote English words, legible English words. I was 9 years old, writing stories and winning contests. So storytelling has been my thing. I told stories while I did dishes. And I understand the emotional aspect, the emotional draw of storytelling. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's a billionaire. I don't want to use a B, but he's a really high millionaire. Jason Flandian, I think is how his name goes or whatever. But he's known as the webinar guy. And I've heard him speak several times. And he and I had a conversation in a hallway after a conference. And I told him, like, nobody's really looking for business storytelling. He's like, you're right, they're not. But this is the thing they need, because you can't sell without story, you can't tell without story, you can't move without story, you can't scale without story, because story is the emotion. It is the thing that makes people buy. And the very first sentence of his book is, buying is emotional. And so the fact that people want you to remove the emotions is BS. Okay, it's absolute BS. It is just people being terrified of emotions. They're scared of them. But if we know how to use them intentionally, not manipulatively, but intentionally, we can not only convince ourselves of our greatness, because that's the person who really needs to be convinced, but we can also persuade people out there to understand that not being with us is the real loss. So I take you through my IP, the triple E method, the triple B method, the 3M strategy. You're doing those things, right? And then we workshop your work. So we're going to spend, this is part of what expanded my program from 4 weeks to 8, is we're going to take a week of workshop. Like one of our sessions is going to be going over all your work that we've been doing together, in ensuring that we are deep diving, ensuring that we are getting to where you need to be. Because these sessions here, Pro Writing Aid updated, and so they have all these icons now showing up. But these sessions here are gold because, like I said, there's not very many places that you get in-depth feedback, and that's what you get. Now, let me add a caveat to that. As I said, there are 3 levels to how you can work with me. 3 levels. The first level is the incubator, which means you show up live on these classes and you do the work. There is no coaching. There might be a question or two, but there's no coaching whatsoever, because that's not what you're signing up for. You're signing up for access to the program. The next level is the accelerator, okay? So that's the Brand Story Magic Accelerator. That's where coaching comes into play. I don't have time to coach everybody. So that's why I cannot do it on the incubator, but you still need to work and you still can do it. And you can also learn from what I'm doing with other people. So like I said, there are 3 levels: the incubator, the accelerator, and then there's the mastermind. I only have 10 spots for the accelerator and 10 spots for the mastermind. Okay. Now, that said, the accelerator will get that workshop work on that day. The mastermind would meet with me on a separate day and we'll go over your work because, again, I don't have time to do 20 people in 2 hours. That just doesn't make any sense. Not just time, but also energy. I don't have that because it is a very spiritually energetic thing for me to do. So there are 3 levels to access me: incubator, accelerator, and mastermind. Okay. So 2 of those levels get that work with me, and then the other one gets the work. All right. So um, that's what we're doing. And then level 2 is the imagination exercise. Now, normally I used to do these back to back, but like I said, I realized that there needs to be breath, there needs to be space, there needs to be processing time. And so level 2 is going to be on the 3rd week. And during that week, you're going to do this exercise that I have called the imagination exercise. It is like my most favoritist part of the Brain Story Magic program because it is very, very shifting for people, and myself too. I love it. So it's the imagination exercise. Then we review all your answers, again, only for those who paid for the more elevated levels with me. We review all your answers, and then this is where you get to meet your avatar, right? So this is where we get very, very clear on your avatar. We're not talking ideal client. We're not talking ideal customer. We're not talking ideal avatar. We're talking you literally get to meet spiritually, subconsciously, your avatar. You get very, very clear on who it is that you're speaking to. It's amazing. I've had um, I've had clients come and say, I see my person everywhere. Like I'm talking to Thomas and he's still Celine, just to come up with names. So like her avatar is Celine, she's seen Celine, she knows Celine inside and out. When Thomas talks and he starts sharing a problem, she's like, you're Celine. And so now she knows how to talk to Celine, who's also Thomas. All right, so it's really awesome. Then there's the avatar dossier, and then there's the avatar inventory. Now in the inventory, this is the part where you do the work by yourself because it's intense. By intense, I mean in depth. It's 45 questions. So you're building off the work that we did before. You're answering 45 questions about this person. It's everything, wants, desires, everything. Because what's going to happen is after you do this, I'm going to walk you through using ChatGPT in the following week. So now we're in week 4. I'm going to walk you through using ChatGPT to create your customer profile. And it's amazing. It's amazing how we get to use the AI to do that. Level 3 is awesome. By the way, these levels spell out magic. So it is messaging, avatar. I always forget how I said it. Hold on. So this is, oh, there we go. Mind your mind. And then it is the activate your aligned avatar. And then the third one is gather your pain points. So the G, the magic, gather your pain points. So in this one, we are talking about what you're here, like what your person's going through. Not just that, but how it relates to your story. Everything that we do builds upon the previous part. Y'all, I'm a teacher, 15 years. So we do this thing called scaffolding. You can't do multiplication until you have done addition. Now, mind you, I do know some communities start with multiplication first, but in America, it is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, decimals. That's just the order in which it goes or something like that. So that's basically what we're doing is we're building. So it is messaging, who it's for, what they're going through, and that's going to be your pain points. And so we're going to go through that. We're going to look at it at a bird's eye view. We're going to talk about your personal experience with it. Then we're going to do the reimagination exercise. So we're going to meet your avatar again and dive deeper on the problems that they're dealing with. Then we're going to be talking about your unique value. And so this is where like business words start coming in, like unique value proposition and USP and all that stuff. But this is really, really focused on you so that you understand that, and then also painting the picture. So um, everything that we're doing is going to build to level 5, because level 5 is when we put our brand story together. And so we need all these parts. And so then in level 4, oh my, I love level 4, because level 4 is where I teach you what doesn't get taught. All of this actually is that way. But in level 4, we talk about the emo method. And the emo method, again, proprietary stuff. The emo method is emotions, mindset, and your offer, right? And so again, in the middle of that is a chat GPT lesson when we start to create your customer story, which is amazing. And then on this, we're workshopping your lead magnet, because again, the emo method is offer. So you're creating your offer that will solve the pain point, that will talk to the person with the message that you have to say. So level 4 is the emo method. It is where your offer is created. So this is your first deliverable. Because y'all, this is not something where I pour, and you walk off and go, ooh, that program was good, or ooh, that program was bad, or I ain't learned nothing, or I got everything. I got my life. This is not what we're doing. You are accountable for every step we take. I show up, I deliver. You show up, you deliver. So at the end of Amplify Your Voice, the mastermind is a certification program. So when you move through all 4 components of Amplify Your Voice, you will be certified as a thought leader, not just in your field, I guess. Like, I can't certify you for your field, but I can certify you as a thought leader and a speaker, because we move from messaging to signature book to signature program to signature speech. So you're doing everything to build a platform and a foundation. So this is that. And so what week are we on? Level 3 tends to be like 2 to 3 weeks. This is where I was like, oh my God, it's running away from me. But then the feedback was, I'm glad that we're taking this time. I get to own this. I get to live in this. So I don't even know what week we're on at this point. I know we were on week 4 in the customer profile part, this right here. But this part, I think we're on like 5, 6. So let's just say that we level 4, the emo method is 7, 8. So we're gonna say that's 7, 8. I know I told you it's an 8-week program, but it's a 12-week program, y'all. I gotta change my words. It's a 12-week program because we workshop. This is intense. I'm gonna say intense. It's not intense as that it's hard. It's intense in that it's what you paid for. It's what you're gonna get, right? You paid for it, and you're gonna get everything you paid for. And that is purpose, position, and paid. So level 4, we have the offer. We're not going to put it out just yet because we got to learn storytelling. And so that brings us to level 5. And so in level 5, we're walking through purpose in your story. We're doing a inventory, or inventory is actually how I changed the name. So it's inventory, because those are words you have to say, not me. I don't get to say it. And then we're going to go over your revision for your lead magnet, because we're tightening. We have to make sure things are tight. Then we talk about, really quickly, we don't really even dive in this too much because we don't really need this except to tell chat how we want things written. So there's a story archetype, and then there's the hero brand archetype. That's a quick little run through. And then we get to my other IP, which is the story selling blueprint and the storytelling framework. Y'all, nobody teaches storytelling like I do, not here. I don't teach you how to pitch. I can't teach you that. Well, I can't teach you 30-second pitches. That I don't know how to do. I mean, I've written log lines for screenplays and stuff like that. And I guess I could bring that over here, to be perfectly honest. But um, I don't teach you, corporate style. I can't teach you what I've never been. I've never been corporate. I've been education. Um, but I have been entertainment as well. And I have been TEDx as well. So like, I do know how to communicate a message. I just don't know how to communicate it like this. right? So I teach you in level 5 how to sell without selling. I teach you in level 5 how to sell without being sales. I teach you in level 5. If you took my challenge, that challenge was the tip of the iceberg. Because y'all, like almost none of that challenge is in this. It is, but it isn't. Um, this is way deeper than the stuff that I put in the challenge. And the challenge was so good that I'm actually making it a book right now. So that's why I went ahead and recorded everything I needed to record. So level 5, you're going to go through my blueprint. I'm going to teach you the 9 steps that are necessary to be inside of a story, right? And then we're going to do the framework. And I'm going to teach you, Pixar has their storytelling style. I have my storytelling style. So you're going to go through my framework. You're going to get that. And then we're going to have ChatGPT put it all together. The work that you've done, the pain points, the avatar, the emotions, the messaging, and the offer. We're going to have ChatGPT put it all together for your brand story creation, for your customer story profile. Like we're just redoing all of that. I want to note this too. Yeah, I put it right here. So it's also in level 3. Well, yes, where we are. So this is in level 3. And so this here, oh yeah, sorry, y'all. Y'all get a workbook every single module. You get a workbook every single module so that, again, you get to own the work that we're doing. Like I said, brain story magic, people who are in just the incubator and the accelerator, you don't get access to the group, but you'll have access to the work that we've done if you've done it, right? And so again, y'all get 6 months access to going through the replays and stuff. But like the Amplify gets a whole year because they're with me much longer. All right, so this thing is called the vessel of visibility. Y'all, this is new this year because I didn't have it the previous year. But the vessel of visibility, I'm a peek, y'all, we peeking, okay? I'm sneak peeking with you, okay? So I hope you're here. If you're here, let me know where you're here from. But we sneak peeking because I want you to see what you're getting. When I tell you you get support, y'all, you get support. Okay. I'm here with you, for you, all that. Okay. So you're going to get support. And I hope this is good for you guys because I'm having a hard time seeing comments. So this is the vessel of visibility. And I take you through everything. If you look down here on, let me make sure you guys can see this because I might be just on the tab. Are you looking at my? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you are looking. All right. Awesome. So in this tab, you'll see that this vessel of visibility is so dope. So we have here a content catcher, your pain points, your pain to PowerPoints, your customer profile, your keyword keeper, your social searcher, and then your hook holder. And so like this entire time that we're meeting together, we're doing a lot of research. And by research, I'm not talking about necessarily like how you did it in school. I'm talking about like legit research. So all your research has a place to go. Yes, you can put it on your workbooks, but I want you to have this vessel of visibility, because this is going to help you always remember what you're doing. And I'll let you poke in real quick. So like this is the content catcher. So this is going over what we do in lesson 1. So I'm gonna just let y'all see this one. So of course, nobody else has this. Because why don't they have it? Because it is brand story magic. This is my stuff, right? And I'm just telling you it that way because I want you to understand this was all divinely downloaded. This came to me in 2018. In truth, I would say 2017. But the way the way this was supposed to go came to me in 2018 when I was laying in bed and going through that eviction the first time and just really distraught because I had a surgery, I almost died, like, and then I lost a student to suicide earlier that month, and I was just upset, and I was like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Who am I impacting? Like, how is this working? And y'all, when I tell you I got do this and I put it out there, I got my first couple students, and then we walked through it, and I was like, oh, this is powerful. So this is divinely downloaded. Um, when you work with me on this, please understand this got God's stamp, God's blessing. This is not Shaniqua out here trying to make money, like just trying to rip you off or anything. No, this is where my money and my impact, my money and my mission, my income, my impact, whatever. I'm trying to make them all alliteration. They don't want to come out together. This is where they meet in in my program. And amplify your voice, but first in Brand Story Magic. And as I told you guys before, Brand Story Magic used to be called Master Your Brand Story. And before that, when I got it actually from God, it was Find Your Voice and Use Your Voice, which is why we're back to amplifying our voice. So anyway, so this is Brand Story Magic, the content catcher. This is all the work that we do together in that first week, y'all, in the first week. And so you're going to be filling this out. What are the stories and details and lessons and mindset and all this kind of stuff. So this is again proprietary. It's mine. So then there's the pain points, the customer profile, the keyword, and the social searcher and the hook holder. Y'all, this is a place where if you were building a team, you will be able to tell that team, hey, here you go. Now, go do your work. Like they should have no questions for you. Who's your customer? It's in the profile. What are we working on pain points? It's over here. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I just realized that's missing. I'm gonna add the offer. What you call that in church? The plate, pass the plate. So um we're gonna I'm gonna put the offer plate up here so that you can start like putting down your offers. Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, I have that in the pain to power of the solution, but I'm gonna put a tab just for your offer. That would be awesome. So again, you get that. You get that. And that is like priceless. You get that inside of Brand Story Magic. You get that, you get me, you get your fellow cohort, your fellow butterflies, you get this program that's already done. Um, and you get, like I said, live support and accountability. So that is Brand Story Magic. Y'all, what I did not put up here yet, because I actually have to put the replay up here for them, is inside the penthouse. I haven't unlocked it, but inside the penthouse is the social sharing. So I teach you how to use your story on social. I walk you through creating your social media content and your calendar. Yes. Where to use your story, how to use your story, how to elevate your story. Because then we go to the rooftop, and I actually moved the rooftop to the new membership because I just created a membership place just for Walk in Authority. So if you are in Amplify Your Voice, if you're in the mastermind component of Brand Story Magic, then you will move to the rooftop with me to where the helicopter is going to be so we could take off through my 7T storytelling formula, again, proprietary. But I walk you through the 7 steps to write your 10-chapter book with your framework. Y'all, it's so fun. All right, so how do you sign up? I'm going to show you that really quickly. You go to brandstorymagic.com. I have not created a new website for this. That's my bad. I just haven't gotten there yet. Because I was improving the what do you call that thing? The challenge. So this will have a different face, but for right now, you can still use it. It still works. So if you go to brandstorymagic.com, I just showed you the back door. I just took you through the backstage of this, and I just walked you through what you can get and expect um in this. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, oh, I want to show you everything. Oh, listen, we bring real psychology and stuff in here. And then that's the other thing, y'all. I do have expert friends who are going to be a part of this for the Amplify session, for the Amplify section of your choices, your tiers that you can go into. Because Amplify, I don't know everything. I'm not a marketing genius. I'm a storytelling marketing genius, but I'm not a marketing genius. Like, I'm not the whole launch specialist. Like, I ain't that person, but I do have those people for you. Um, Business organization. I'm not that genius. I don't know everything that goes into actually the paperwork of business other than LLC and EIN and bank account. Like, I know those three things. So, but I do have people who do. They are those people. So the Amplify session, the Amplify section of this get that work. Like, y'all get to make sure that your business is one that's going to get up and run and take off and treat you with love. So you go to brandstorymagic.com. You can read this if you want to. I do really want to update this, but I haven't yet. So the incubator, just the course. So you are doing it live with us, right? So that the replays are what they need to be, which is to you, because I can't let you do the course that's currently up. Like, I can't let you access that because that's private information. So you can't go into the last cohort. But you do get your live replay. Like, if you had a question that got answered live, you'll have that, right? So anyway, Brand Story Magic is $1,500 for the incubator. Y'all see what you get. I don't even have to talk you into it. If I do, then this isn't for you, because I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to offer an opportunity. But the hesitation to that word was, it's not really about an opportunity. I'm offering you an invitation. I'm offering you the chance to say yes to not wasting more time. I'm offering you the chance to say yes to not sitting in frustration trying to figure things out by yourself. I've been in entrepreneurship for 9 years. And while I am not yet a seven-figure earner, I should have been. But I stood in my way. I was the bottleneck. And the beautiful thing about that for you is I know every mistake that was made and how to avoid them. And I also know how to get to the next level because I'm poised and prepared to be there myself. So I'm telling you right now, this is a golden moment to come in. I don't know what it's going to be when I do this again. I am strongly thinking of doubling everything, to be honest, because I do give you everything. So anyway, right now is $1,500 for the incubator portion. The accelerator portion, where you do get the live coaching, where it is only open to 10 people, it's still done at the same time. However, you get those 9 years of coaching, those 40 years of storytelling, those 2 times on the TEDx stage, the panelists, the what else? Podcaster, like those things. You get all of that. YouTube, TikTok, I know ads back and forth. Like, you get all of that. And so your price for now is 3,500. I say for now because this is going to be 5,000. Maybe. It might be 7. Like I said, I'm thinking of doubling everything. But anyway, so 3,500 is what it is right now. And the beautiful thing is that you can either do the one pay or you can go through Klarna and do their monthly thing. So you can go through Klarna. I now have Affirm. So you should also be able to go through Affirm. So I'm gonna double check that too. So I have Affirm, I have Klarna, and I have Afterpay. So either of those payments that are there, if Affirm is not there, give me a second. I'll just give you a different link. But you have ways to get it paid on a monthly thing. If you want to do the monthly payments with me, then that's different. because I will have to pay someone to keep up with that and all that stuff, that's a different amount. That's going to be the 6 months of 333 for that one, the 6 months of 667 for this one. All right. And then you're like, where is the mastermind? The mastermind is all the way at the bottom, y'all. If you're interested in the mastermind, I thought I put a button here, but I might have to put a button here that says to apply for the mastermind. If you go all the way to the bottom, and by the way, if you want to see former students, they're all on this page, brandstorymagic.com. There's Delmar, there's Jamela, there's so many people because I've been doing this since 2018. Sarah, Delmar again, I've worked with her several times. Dewana, I don't even think I definitely didn't put them all. There's Brittany and Mara and Debbie. All right, so if you go here, I haven't made this pretty yet. Okay, if you need it to be pretty, give me like another 24 hours. I'll make it pretty. But just go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the bottom of Brand Story Magic. And this is where the application for, God darn it. Okay, let me print it. I'm sorry, publish it again, because this is supposed to be a different color so that these stand up. That you can give me like 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes and that'll be a different color. But anyway, so this is, if you highlight it, you can see it. This is the application. Everybody can't work with me with Amplify. I'm giving you 7 to 8 months. And I'm saying 7 to 8 because I don't know what it will be just yet because I'm still going through the first iteration. Just like I thought Brand Story Magic will be for 4 or 5 weeks because I was going to do the workshop. It ended up being 12. So I want to see, I'm trying to make it less than a year. I really am. But walk-in authority should be another 8 weeks. We just started that last week. So that should be another 8 weeks. So that puts it at 20 weeks. So we're about 7 to 8 months. I can't promise you, just say 9 in your head, 9 months, because there is a thing that happens only after you complete all your work. And that is the chance to graduate on stage at my conference. So I do have a conference coming up in October, and graduating for you will not be a thing. But the next conference or the summit that I have coming up next is going to be, I think, in April. So April will be possible for you. And that is when you submit all your work. I will not let anybody on the stage who does not complete Brand Story Magic, and I don't mean just complete it, I mean turn in your deliverables, your lead magnet, your brand story. This is not for Brand Story Magic, Incubator, Accelerate. This is only for Amplify. So then Amplify has your book, which your IP, your framework. That needs to get turned in. And then the third portion is called Bank on Your Brand. And that is where we build out a product suite. So you already have a book. So this is where we put either a workbook or a journal in play, as well as a course or a workshop yourself. That comes together in Bank on Your Brand. And that is likely 8 weeks. So we're at 28 weeks. That's 7 months, yeah. And then you have X marks the stage, and that is another 4 weeks. That's where we take all the work we've done, we put it together for a keynote, you practice, we have a speaker's retreat where you come and you speak and we take pictures on in the retreat so that you'll have it for your website. I have a graphic designer who's going to be part of the team for you guys, so helping you put together your speaker sheets and your author sheets, your author deliverables. So all that is available. And then you get to speak on the summit as one of my speakers and sell from the stage, because you'll have a course already, you'll have a book already, so you'll be at the stage and the back of the room. Like, this is going to be an essentially closed event as far as who my speakers are going to be. Of course, some of my friends are going to come on, but for the most part, because each cohort is only 10 speakers, that's what we're working with. And again, it's who turns in the work. This is literally graduation. This is like going through a 4-year university of thought leadership and brand building. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. All right. So I gave you a backstage look. I gave you a sneak peek. Again, you go to brandstorymagic.com. Give me about 10 minutes to change this color. I think I was vacillating between what color to choose because it's really hard to read. I have to figure out a different page for this, but this is rudimentary and it's up um, because it's an application. So I just need you to fill out the application. Um, so the price of this, sorry, let me get to this. The price of this, of the Amplify on its second run is $10,000. Okay. It's $10,000. Again, that price is non-negotiable as far as like the price is the price. So if you want to split the payments on that, that's fine. Again, we have Affirm, we have Klarna, and then we do have the monthly on my side, but that won't change from the 10K. I think that's it. So for this initial run, this initial run, it's going to be the 10K. All right. So next run, it will be 15 because we're just going to make this better and better and better, bigger and bigger and bigger. Because with Amplify, you're getting the platform. You're getting everything to show up as the expert in your field. You're walking in purpose, you're getting positioned, and you'll be paid. You'll be paid if you do the work. Because again, you're coming up with a lead magnet offers or you're building your email list. I can teach you ads and stuff, but I also know people. We're going to take on an SEO strategy. So I know people there who are going to come and they're going to teach you SEO so that during the entirety of Amplify, you are message building, but you're also audience building because that's what we're doing. We are attracting our aligned people. We're building our audiences and our platforms. So from ground, we're running, we're running, we're running. This is the entrepreneur's prerequisite class. All right, so that's enough of your time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, watching with me, and I'm so excited. Right now, like I said, there's a wait list for both Brand Story Magic and um, Amplify. They do not start until after Memorial Day, and that's it. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you on the other side. Have fun, be blessed, enjoy.